Yes, fellas, what's going on? Back with another video. We have our first video of many that you're gonna be seeing on channel coming very soon. A little bit of basketball content for the season that's gonna be starting on Tuesday. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have a prediction of the East and the Western Conference standings. I'm joined by my boy Brandon as always. Brandon, what's you seeing, dog?
Sure, you know what, good. Excited about the season starting back. It's gonna be a good one.
Of course, dog. More basketball coming, so that means more content coming soon. So let's just jump right into this, dog. We're gonna be doing the Eastern Conference standings. So this is probably the harder one to do. We agree on the East, right?
Yeah, we agreed on the East. We flipped on it.
Yeah, we flipped the coin
on it.
Yeah, and I don't know why I just had a brain fart. I was like, did we pick the East? Yeah. So we're gonna start with the East, and I think we should go from the bottom to the top. Or you wanna go from the top to the bottom?
I agree.
Bottom to the top. Alright. So I think there are like three teams that stand out as being the bottom. They're gonna be in the bottom. So it's gonna put them, and we'll probably rearrange them as we talk. So the first team is Orlando. Alright, I put the team all the way to the bottom here. Alright. So Orlando is one of the teams to the bottom. I think the other team we're gonna put down here is the Wizards and what's the other team? The Pacers, yeah, Indiana.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, well, that's why. Who else you think gonna finish at the bottom this
I actually had Detroit. You know.
Oh, Detroit. You see, I think Detroit. I think they finally have some pieces now. They're gonna be good, you know. But
I think Indiana kind of strengthened though from last season as well.
Yeah, but I think Indiana at some points of the season they're gonna blow it up, dog. Maybe at the trade deadline, and they're just gonna go tanking for that one guy, the Victor. I think that's the sweepstakes this year, the Victor sweepstakes. It's Washington, yeah. So I mean, you have any preference? Who you think gonna finish dead last, or who you think gonna finish?
I actually don't think I didn't think Orlando were gonna do that bad.
Okay, so
I thought they were gonna be yeah, that looks a little better to me. I think Washington will be the best of the worst though.
Alright, okay, so maybe something like this. Oh, that's the wrong button. So something like this, where you have Washington.
That's what I had in mind actually.
Now you see, I think Washington and Detroit might flip, but like you'll have Orlando here too. So I would have it as Indiana, Orlando, Washington, Detroit. That's how I have. But this, like I say, with these four teams, it's basically a coin flip between any one of them who's gonna finish in these positions. But I think these guys kind of set as being the stinkers of this season. And we think gonna be the last team to completely miss out on postseason and finish in the 11th spot, missing out on the play-in.
Well, I think, and this might be a very hot team.
I think there's one obvious one here.
I think it's gonna be Charlotte.
Charlotte. I was thinking the Knicks.
Yes.
Alright, so
No,
Charlotte.
I think I will give you my thoughts on the Knicks just now.
Alright.
I think it'll be Charlotte.
Alright, so we setting these as 5 teams as completely missing out on postseason
Completely missed
basketball.
out. Yeah.
I can understand
Yeah.
Charlotte because there is a giant Miles Bridges hole at the power forward right now, and there's a big power forward hole at another team we're gonna talk about just now. But yeah, I could understand that. They still don't have a center. I mean, who's the center on the team? Is it still Plumlee? I think so.
For the Hornets?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, so they ain't going far with Plumlee as his center. So yeah, I could understand Charlotte. So alright, so the 4 playing teams who we have in here.
In any particular order.
Yeah, I will drop the 4 here and then we'll talk about the order after.
I know. Okay. Sorry, another hot take. But New York is definitely one of them. But I think Cleveland will be another one.
Really?
Yeah, I think Cleveland will be. I think they will just miss out on automatic.
With Donovan Mitchell and the boys them?
Yeah, I just have a suspicion.
Okay.
But I think at the higher up we go, it will make more sense as the higher up we go.
Who's the last 2 teams?
Yeah, I don't want to do this because I'm here right now. I think Toronto is going to be one as well.
Yep, I agree with you on that one.
And the toughest one, Shiv, Atlanta.
Really?
Yes.
There's the Bulls there. Do you think the Bulls gonna lock up playoff?
Yes.
Really?
Yes,
I want to hear that when we talk about the Bulls, because I thought the Bulls were a guaranteed play-in team. You have two teams here that I don't agree with just Cleveland and Atlanta. So I think we would have the standards probably something like this, probably.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so who do you have for automatic show?
Well, I'll put Chicago first. I thought I would have flipped Chicago and Cleveland in this situation. I would probably put Cleveland at 5, Atlanta at 6, and Chicago at 7. That's probably how it happened.
Alright.
Wait, would that make sense?
Alright.
I'll work out the logistics of that after, but I think Chicago's 6. I think we're finishing 5th.
I can agree with that.
Because this is the other team I was talking about, a gigantic hole at power forward. I don't know what. To be honest, I don't know what's happening still. I think we were on the Martin twin at power forward. I don't know how I feel about that. There were talks that Jimmy would run the 4, which that leaves a hole at the 3, but then you can put VO at the 3. So there's a lot of uncertainty with Miami right now, and I don't feel good about it right now. Then 4th, I'm gonna put Brooklyn. Now Brooklyn is, I think, the biggest question mark in the East.
Okay.
Because we don't know what we're gonna see with Ben Simmons. Is he gonna run the 5? Is he gonna run the 4? Is he gonna be, as good as he was and the things he was good at before? Which kind of confusing. But I mean, is he gonna be as good defensively? Is he gonna be as good playmaking as he was before?
Gosh, you and I have different opinions on this one. But go ahead.
Okay, alright, okay, and then I have Boston finishing 3rd, which again. And then Philly 2nd and Milwaukee 1st. That's what I have it.
Well, the top 4 is quite different.
Okay, alright, so this is my okay, so I'll give you my full rankings, how I think it would be, and we can range. So I think, like I said, Cleveland goes up to 5th. Wait, hold on just now, hold on. Let me work out the logistics of this, because I can't have us dropping down to play. I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, you see, it's what I say about Brooklyn. Okay, so I need some time to divulge it. So I think it's gonna be something like this. Hold on, let me finish doing my thing here.
You think Brooklyn is gonna be a play-in?
I think so too. I think there's just too much issues with that team still. But if I had to give my final predictions, which is probably gonna be wrong still, it'd probably be something like this: Milwaukee 1, Philly 2. Boston's another team that could drop off, but I don't think so. Miami, Philly, Miami, Cleveland, Atlanta. Locks, Brooklyn, Chicago, Toronto, New York play-in, and then the bottom boys there. So sorry, let me hear how you would have it.
Okay, so I think I might have the hot take one here, like of both of us. Okay. I actually think Philadelphia will finish first.
Okay, alright. I can see that too. I think the
Bucks will be 2nd. I think Boston will be 4th.
4th, okay.
I think the Nets will be 3rd.
Okay, alright. Giving love to the Nets. We love to see that.
I think the Nets will be 3rd. Yeah, I think Cleveland for me was a play-in.
Yeah.
And
so you have it like this.
There's somebody there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think those will be the 4 play-in teams.
Alright, okay. So I think the first thing we should start off is why you think Philly over Milwaukee.
I just think the PJ Tucker move. I just think that's such a great move for them.
My heart, don't do that, dog.
Yeah, I know, and I think Harden has had another year, and I have a big hope that he's going to be much better this season. I still think Embiid, once he's fit, is probably the best player in the league.
Well, okay, all right. Well, we'll get to that.
Well, arguably the best player in the league, but that's when he's fit, and that's the big if statement.
Okay.
But I just think, I don't know. My thinking behind this is like, I don't think Milwaukee are gonna try to go for first because they will they'll work smart and not hard.
Okay.
And I think second for them might be the better thing. I think KD is gonna show everybody again this season why he's one of the best.
Okay.
And I think he's gonna propel them to 3rd, even with Kyrie doing well or not playing, you never know. The whole coach situation in Boston, I think, is gonna be a little bit of a transition.
That's why I said Boston could fall off too, because I think a big reason of the success was Ime Udoka, who is under fire. That we probably should have done a video about that, but I don't think we're gonna talk about that because there are a lot of stuff that could get us banned on YouTube, and I don't want to do that. So that's that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Spoelstra is. I still think he's probably the best coach in the league.
You know ball, so my friend. You know ball, my friend.
And so I think Miami will easily get there. And I just think Chicago, they got a big bad rough patch last season. I think this would be a good opportunity for them to get a good charge and play well. I really like Zach LaVine a lot. I think he's a really underrated player in the league.
Oh yeah, I agree.
DeRozan was really good last season up to a point.
Yep.
And I just think the Bulls will just do it. And you know me, I don't have a lot of faith in Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I was not about to ask you about this. Cleveland Lands arguably made 2 of the biggest trades in the off season. One got Donovan Mitchell and one got DeJounte Murray. So and you're gonna have them in the play-in. So so let me hear how what your thoughts behind having them in the play-in.
Okay, so the Atlanta one is mostly because even though they added DeJounte, I think DeJounte had the most steals in the league last season.
I think it was either him or Jimmy, I can't remember. But they were one and two.
I think he was top. He was like in the top in steals in the league.
Yeah.
I just think him and Trey as a backcourt, like in theory it sounds great, but I don't think defensively it's gonna work. And I this is just me. This is a personal thing. I don't have a lot of faith in Donovan Mitchell. I think that the Cleveland pressure might be too much for him.
Okay, yeah.
And the rest of the team will carry him. That's what I think.
Yeah, no, but I mean, we'll just brush on those 2 teams real quick. I think Cleveland specifically, they have so much good defenders with Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, and there's another one. I forget who.
What's his name?
Is it
the tall fellow? What's his name?
But
you said Jared Allen?
Yeah, it's Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, and there's a third guy. His name escapes me. But regardless, I think they have such a defensively good team around Donovan Mitchell. Is going to hide his flaws. I think the same thing can be said about Trae Young and the Hawks. Because I think DeJounte Murray, because he does so well defensively, he's going to cover up some of Trae's liabilities on defense. Yeah. And I think it's going to take some pressure offensively off Trae Young as well, where he could play a bit off ball, because we've never really seen that since he entered the league. But
so like another thing I was thinking about is if DeJounte, this is specifically for the Hawks, if DeJounte had the most steals in the league, or was up there for most steals in the league, right? That means that when they get the ball, right, he's gonna be starting most of it if he's so good at getting steals, right?
Yeah.
So then, is he gonna pass the Trae? Is he gonna become more creative? How is that gonna impact the rest of the team? How is that gonna impact the team before? Because everything was going through Trae before.
Mm-hmm.
So how is that gonna work now? I really don't know. The other one that I really didn't want to put here, but I think it just will happen, is the Knicks, because I feel like Jalen Brunson going to the Knicks is actually a really good trade.
Yeah, I
don't know if he'll be good enough to
propel
get them. Toronto also hits my heart too, because I love the Raptors, but I just don't think it'll be as easy this season.
Yeah, I think the East is really, really stacked. Like, literally, I think the games is going to be separated. These, 4 teams could be, 2 or 3 games to the most.
Yeah.
And even, down here, too, these 4 teams, again, 3 to 4 games to the most going to separate these teams. So even though, we have Atlanta all the way at 8, they can have a really good stretch, and they can probably end up as the 4th seed. It's going to be a crazy season, that's all I can say. But,
definitely.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap this video up on the Eastern Conference team. If you have any other final thoughts, you can let me know.
No, I think that's pretty much it, and I can't wait to see what it is at the end of the season, so we can both laugh at each other.
Yeah, because chance if either of us gets this 100% correct, we should bet huge money, dog, because chances are none of this can happen.
That's true.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Look out for the Western Conference video coming soon, and yeah, guys, later.
Later.